Today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I won't be sitting in front of the camera and talking, but I'll be showing you how I made this ramen keyboard. Since I will be using noodles and resin to make my keyboard case, I can't be using Legos because the resin will get stuck to the case, so I'm gonna start off by creating a silicone mold. To reduce my chance of failure, I decided to use a kitchen scale to ensure that I got the exact proportions for my silicone mold. So I got my silicone from a local company called Resin Play. It is a soft fast set silicone rubber, which is really good for resin, and of course from their name they have tons of resin stuff, which makes this even better for my video. So you're supposed to get them to a 1:1 ratio, which is an excellent choice for beginners because it's very user friendly. After mixing it for about 5 minutes, I got a consistent texture, and I proceeded on to the next step, where I sprayed a mold release agent so that the silicone mold itself wouldn't stick to my Legos. After the first batch, I decided to do one on a larger scale using the remaining silicone mold. After filling the whole thing, ensuring that every single corner and crevice was covered, a bubble appeared. Moving on from that, we are creating our custom set of ramen keycaps. I used these basic keycap molds with normal epoxy resin, got them to a 1:1 ratio, and started pouring them into the molds itself. Filled up half of the mold and threw in some of the dog hair. Anyway, I filled it back up with resin again and let it rest for a whole 24 hours. I only had 9 of these individual keycap molds, so I had to repeat this step over 3 years of my life and perfected it. Meanwhile, our silicone mold was also done being cured from cancer. Removing the white boy wasn't that hard. That would just mean that our mold release agent worked really well. Filling it up with the exact same epoxy resin that I used for my keycaps, with a perfect 1:1 ratio of 100 grams. I started pouring resin into the silicone mold. I started sprinkling some of the nookies into the silicone mold mixed with the resin. Hello guys, I'm gonna show you why browns sound like shit and why clears is the way to go. After filling it up with more noodles and resin, we let it go for some chemotherapy. Loosened the sides a little after it was done. It's cancer. This was the final product of 4 days of curing from cancer. We just had one last thing to do, which was to get a hole for my cable to plug. And after that was done, the build was ready. We removed my trashy PBT keycaps and threw on the legendary ramen custom made keycaps. And of course I had to throw in a duck as a keycap. And there it was done. And here is our final product. thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a different style. I did more voiceovers compared to my usual video. If you guys prefer this style of video, you can comment that down below, give that a like. I did more b-roll. This project took me over 4 days, so comment down below something else you want me to do. Maybe something easier. But because now I have this silicone mold, I can make a lot of other keyboards out of resin and other stuff. So that will be really good for my future videos. There will also be a new video coming out soon, which is the first episode of the Who is Better between me and Squashy. Alright, we have the 3 different keyboards right now. Do look out for that, and I hope to see y'all in the next one.